What is up, guys? CodeBro29 is back with a brand new video. By the end of this video, this seems like a bold statement, but yes, it's true. By the end of this video, if you watch all the way to the end, you will have made your first Roblox game, and we're going to be making an awesome obby together. So make sure to watch all the way to the end. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so that you're updated whenever I come out with new tutorials. So let's get started. How to make a game in Roblox. Pretty simple. So first thing is to go ahead and make sure that you have Roblox Studio downloaded. If you don't, that's okay. But if you do, you can skip ahead. But if you don't have Studio downloaded, basically gonna Google Roblox Studio download. Okay, just like that. And then you're gonna come over here to the first link. It should be roblox.com, create Roblox. And there you will have a tab that looks like this. If you found this, perfect. That's just what you need. All you gotta do is click start creating and Roblox will start to download. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. And then once you have it downloaded, I'm going to show you what to do from there. Okay, once you are in Roblox Studio, mine is actually dark theme. I'll show you how to do that in I might put up a video about it if you guys go to my group on Roblox and put in the wall like,
Hey, can you show us a video on how to make it dark?
Anyway, sorry if yours is light. So you're gonna see 4 tabs right here. What are these? Like, you don't even know what's going on. So basically, this new is where you're gonna create your new games, right? These are all the templates you can choose from. For today's, we're gonna choose a base plate. Right here's my games. So once you have all your games, you are going to click on there, and you're gonna find a list of all the games you've created. Recent is all your games that you've created just recently opened. And then I honestly never use Archive, so we're not going to go through that right now. Okay, base plate. We're going to open up a brand new base plate, so just select base plate. And once my internet cooperates, we can do this. Okay, here we go. Loading plays, please wait. Okay, what? You are actually in a Roblox game of your own. Can you believe it? You have created a Roblox game. What? No. So let's get some let's actually do some stuff. So here, let me just fix my layout for you guys. This is gonna help me out too. Dang it, no, not that. I just want it under. I'll explain what this is in just a minute, guys. There we go. Okay, so now I have everything how I want it to be. So, maybe you're gonna, maybe you don't have this stuff. Maybe it just looks like this to you, okay? So, what I want you to do is go ahead and head over to View right here. Click View, and make sure that the Explorer, Properties, and Output are all available. If they go away when you press them, push them again. We want them there. Okay, so like I said, we're going to be making an obby. So let's just start that right away. What we're going to be doing, is you'll see all these tabs right over here in the Explorer. So today, I'm not going to go over anything except for the workspace. The workspace is every single thing inside of your game. Everything the players see, okay? So what happens, I just want to do something real quick. Go ahead and push home right here. If you push this part button, you realize that there's now a part in your game, and it shows up on the inside of the workspace, okay? Like that, see? It's right there. So we can move like Roblox, right click, and then we can use the move tools to move around. And you can see that there's this part that's now in our game. We can drag it places. We can push this move tool to move it around in any direction. Okay, and then push Command Z or Control Z to undo. We can also scale it. The scaling makes it bigger or smaller, bigger or smaller, bigger or smaller. Okay, I'm going to undo all that. And then the rotate tool, you guessed it, rotates it. Okay, so I'm going to undo that once again. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of the part, but I'm just going to, I'm going to have the select right here. And I'm just going to push it, and I'm going to hit delete. So that's no longer in our world. What I want to do is I want to find a place for the players to spawn. So I'm going to go over to the workspace, and I'm going to push this plus button right here. And I'm going to search spawn location. Once you find it, you can hit enter or click that. Okay, so now you've probably seen this in Roblox games. We have a spawn here. We have our very first spawn. So this is where the players are going to spawn when they play the game. So if we go ahead and look over in the workspace, come down to where it says base plate, click that, and just delete it. So now all we have is a spawn, and this is what I want. So look here, you can push this button, play, right? And you can actually play the game you're working on. You can always take a break to play and test your game. And look, we spawned on our spawn, okay? And then also, well, actually, not also. Let's get started on our obby. So the first thing I want you to do is go over to the toolbox. Once again, if you don't have this right here, go to View and click Toolbox. Or you can go to Home and press the toolbox. Then I want you to search checkpoint like that. All right? So sorry, not checkpoint, obby checkpoint. Obby checkpoint. And we are going to grab this one by Roblox that has this little icon here, okay? So if we drag this into our game, we now have a checkpoint. So you can see that there's a script inside of it. Don't worry about this. This is all Roblox's stuff. There's no hacks. Please don't use any other spawns because there might be a hack in it. Just use this one by Roblox. And it has this right here, okay? So this is a checkpoint. So let's explain what this does. I'm going to make the checkpoint red. So how do you do that? You're going to click on the checkpoint and you're going to come over here to brick color. You're going to push that and then you have a total like big thing of colors that you can choose from. So I'm going to choose for this, I'm going to do a red checkpoint. Now I'm going to use the tools. Also go over to model. And just make sure that both of these are checked. Don't do what I'm doing right now. You just do it. Don't do what I just did. Just make sure that they're checked. That's just for me. So you're gonna grab. Sorry, if you grab the decal, if you try and move the decal, it's not gonna work. If you click it and all of a sudden it doesn't have these arrows, then just go over to the workspace. Go make sure the arrow's clicked so you can see inside and go to checkpoint. Now we're going to move this. Sorry about the mouse sliding. I know that's a horrible sound. I'm going to move this over here. And if we push play, we don't spawn there, okay? Wait, why? Why don't we spawn there? We spawn on our original spawn. And if we die, we should still spawn on our first one right here. Okay, let's just make sure. Yep, we spawn on our first one. But what if we were to jump? Okay, that's a little too far. This is where testing comes in. You want to make sure that it's not too far of a jump. There we go. I'm just showing you guys what's happening here. Okay, so what if I were to jump onto the checkpoint? Okay, I'm now on the checkpoint. I've touched the checkpoint. What if I were to die now? I fell. What happens now? Should I spawn back at our starting spot or should I spawn on the checkpoint? You guessed it, I spawn on the checkpoint. So that's a really cool feature for obbies so that your players aren't rage quitting because they don't have any checkpoints. So I'm going to go ahead and line that up and I'm just going to scoot it way over here because we want some obstacles. That's what an obby really is. So over where we inserted a part last time, what I want you to do is click this little arrow, and you'll see that there are 4 different types of parts that we can put in. I'm going to use a sphere. Next, I'm going to go over to color, and I'm going to change the color. Okay? Now, I want to push the anchor button. This is super important. If you ever have a part in your obby that you want to stay in the air, click the anchor button. Okay? That will stay in the air. So let me just show you. Watch, if we play it, now that we've clicked that anchor button, it will stay in the air. And we can jump on it too for the obby. But if we were to, so I'm just showing you guys, don't do this. But if we didn't have it anchored, whoops, I actually have to go out of the game, sorry. If we didn't have it anchored, if we unchecked the anchor, then all of a sudden our ball is gone. wait, where did it go? It fell. So if you want to see this, I'm just going to click run by clicking the little arrow. You can see that this falls. Okay, it falls all the way down and it's done. It's done. So we can actually, in the properties window, we can scroll down and make sure that it's anchored by checking the anchored. Okay? So I'm going to go over to my little ball and I'm going to duplicate it by pushing Command or Control D, whether you're on a Mac, pushing them together. And I'm going to just move it out and up. I'm going to start creating my obby, okay? And then you can change the color of the balls to make it a little bit different. And let's just, whoops. I'm going to put that one down so it's a longer jump down. It's a green one, and then I'm going to make this one right here. The next one just up a little. I'm going to change the color once again. And up a little bit more. More of a long jump there. And I'm going to change that to red. Okay, that's looking good. I'm going to go ahead and click the arrow and make sure it's on play. And if I play it, I should have an obby that I have started. Okay, so here's the first jump, second jump, third jump, fourth jump, fifth jump, checkpoint! And if I were to die, boink, then I should spawn on the checkpoint. Hopefully. Yes, I spawned on the checkpoint. Hooray. So feel free to play around with these. And then one more thing that I want to do before we take off is I want to show you some can collide stuff. So you're probably thinking, what the heck is that? Well, go ahead and insert a part that's a block, like this. And I'm going to move it. I'm going to move it like that. I'm going to go ahead and scale it too by pushing that scale button. I'm going to click or make it, I want it to be blue. Now I'm going to have 3 more parts, okay? You've probably seen this in obbies before. 3 parts, like that, and I'm going to extend that right there, okay? I'm going to make that one yellow. I'm going to hit Control or Command D to duplicate it. Move it a couple, and then duplicate it once again. So I'm going to also change the color of these. I'm going to make one green, and I'm going to make one red. Perfect. So that's looking good. Good. I'm also going to move that a little bit more just so it looks a little better. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to scale. It's really up to you. I'm just going to scale that one more time. And I'm going to move this one more time. Just like that. And then the next thing I want to do real quick is show you how to make it can collide, okay? So that's what we're going to get into. Okay, so what is can collide, you may be asking? Well, can collide, which is what we're doing next, is basically like these, you've probably seen them, where you one of them you can walk on and the other 2 you fall through. That's what can collide is. So I've made this little thing for it, and I'm going to go ahead and grab this right here, the blue part, and I'm going to duplicate it by pushing Command D or Control D if you're on a Mac. Then I'm going to go over to the move, and I'm just going to move it. Also, remember from earlier, whoops, my bad, hold on, don't worry about what I'm doing right now. Yeah, totally don't worry about what I just did right there, just do this on your own. Remember what I said earlier, make sure that these are all anchored, so we can even, like, drag over all these and click that anchor button, and then they will stay in the air and they won't fall. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is now that if you haven't tested this, make sure to test out your jump first. So what we're going to do is I'm going to grab the green, and I'm going to come down here to properties, where you have properties, and I'm going to, if you don't have properties open, remember, it's view, and then click properties to open it and close it. Okay? Next, scroll down to can collide and uncheck it. Okay? Now for these ones, I'm going to make sure that they are checked. Perfect. So what this is doing is we are, the can collide when it's unchecked means you can walk through it. So I'm actually going to, sorry, I made a mistake. I'm going to make sure the yellow one is unchecked. Okay? So if I go ahead and play the game, I can test out our walk and air jump for the obby. I'm going to go ahead and turn around, and I'm going to go ahead and jump, jump, jump. Oh gosh, that was close. Jump, jump, jump. Perfect, I've made it here. So now I can jump onto here. Oh. Well, that's why we have our spawns. So I have spawned here now, and I can jump onto that. So one of these I can walk through. We know it's the red one, but I'm just going to show you what happens if I go onto the green one. Whoop, I fall through. So, but what if I were to walk on the red one? Well, the green one I fell through because the can collide was unchecked. But with the red one, we made it checked, remember that? So I can walk all the way across. So this is a really cool feature. You can also use this when making doors, which is awesome. Next, I'm going to drag, and I'm going to get all of these parts, not that one right here, but just these three. You can either drag, or you can just select them all by holding Shift and select all the parts that you want. Now I'm going to push Control or Command D to duplicate, and I'm going to go up to the move again. I'm going to move it like that. So now we have a little more. Now I'm going to make the green the one that you can walk through. So I'm going to make sure the can collide is checked. And I'm going to make sure that the can collide is unchecked for the other two. Perfect. So now we got two, and I'm good with that. So I'm going to now take this spawn, duplicate it, Control or Command D, depending on if you're on a Mac or not. And I'm going to make a new location, right? So now we have two obstacles to your very first Roblox game. So what I'm going to tell you now is you've successfully watched the tutorial all the way through, but what I do want to point out is there are a lot of things in the toolbox that you can use, but I do want to talk about how to use this safely. So if you don't have the toolbox open, all you got to do is go to Home and click the toolbox, and it'll appear open. I'm going to close this out so you guys can see it better. So as you can see, this is the toolbox, right? So there are tons of models in here. Like if I was to search obby, there are tons of obby things that you can use. So for example, maybe I want to take these lava checkers, right, and put them into my game. All I got to do is drag it in, and where is that lava checker? It didn't come in. Sorry about that, guys. Lava checkers, wherever they are. Oh, there they are. I'm gonna move them way down. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and put it like this. So the obby kind of turns now. So the thing I would be careful with, I would first check reviews. Like it says 290, it's got mostly green. That's good. Like this one also has mostly green. If it has this symbol right here, this yellow symbol, it's totally fine. Okay, it's a high quality item. You don't have to worry about it. But for other things, you just really want to be careful. And every single time you take something from the toolbox, I would test your game again to make sure that nothing happens, because there are hacks in the toolbox that can really just destroy your game. So I would just make sure that you test it every time you put something in from the toolbox, and if something's not working right, then take out what you just took out, or get rid of what you just took out. Other than that, yeah, just make sure you can experiment. You can make more of your own stuff with what we learned, the anchoring and the can collide versus not can collide. These are really, really helpful features, and we can also, yeah, there are tons of different other things that we could do. For example, let me just show you one other thing. If I wanted to let's just get rid of this for now. If I wanted them to have to guess, I'm going to take this all again, right, that we have. I'm going to take all that, duplicate it, Command and Control D, or Control D, either way, Command or Control, whether you have a Mac or not. What if I don't want them to be able to see these ones, and they have to take a lucky guess? Well, look over here where it says Transparency. We can click that and push 1, and they're gone. Or we can delete that and make it 0. Or we can take this slider and slide it to make it more or less transparent. What if I wanted it all the way transparent? They're still here. The players just can't see them. So this is a really cool feature. Other than that, yeah, like I said, make sure to experiment with your game. I'm gonna undo that. Also, if you ever want to undo something, there are these arrows right here. And if you want to undo something, you can push Control Z or Command Z if you're on a Mac. Okay, a couple more quick things. I know this is a 20-minute lesson where we just hit that, but just really quickly, I'm going to show you how you can publish your game. So don't skip out on this part. You're going to come up to the corner here where it says File, and you'll notice this is a different day. I'm recording this part. And you can select Publish to Roblox as when it's a new game, okay? Then you're going to come down to Create New Game. It'll be by the Create and Cancel. Just Create New Game. And give it a name. I'm going to call this My Obby. Okay, I'm going to create it. Perfect. Now we have our own Roblox game. It's been published. So we can also go to File. Whenever we make new updates to our game, just click the Publish to Roblox, not the Publish to Roblox as. Okay, let's see. Yeah. So now I'm going to show you really quickly how you can make your games public to everyone. So you're just going to go into roblox.com, and you're going to go over to Create. Perfect. And you're just going to click this one that says My Obby, or whatever yours says. And see that where it says Private right here? Just going to click that. And then you can push Public and push Save. If it doesn't work, I mean, you can push Save again. I don't know why you need to, but anyway, and then one more thing is that when you push Create, if it says like Start Creating or something like that, there should be a button that says like Manage My Games or something like that. Go ahead and click that, and it'll bring you to your page. Alright, so the very last thing, I know we're a little over time, but just hang in there really quick. I'm going to show you how you can play your game. You're going to go up to the Create button right here on roblox.com. Make sure it's .com. I mean, you can do it on the app if you can find a Create button. And then go down to your world. In this case, it's My Obby. And I'm going to go ahead and click the bottom one, not the top one, the bottom one. And it'll take me to my game page where I can play this. And yeah, I can play it. So you can play it, invite your friends, and just have fun playing your own obby. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber, and click that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on any new videos that come out. Special thanks just to all of our subscribers. I couldn't ask for a better bunch of fans. So thank you for the subscribers that are rapidly growing. And then lastly, we have actually two more things. We have a Roblox group. Make sure to go to the description and check that out. That's really cool. And last thing, we have awesome merch that I really like, and it's really I'm really excited about that. So make sure to also check the description for that merch. And I hope that you guys just enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed just making your very first Roblox game. So, yeah, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.